Doris waiting on me. Good morning, everyone. You know, if you don't go down too quick, you won't have to go down and come back up. Did I get over here quick enough today? Here you go. Here you go. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Marty's been in and out a couple of times and is currently in, so he's not running around, and Stripe is doing the morning patrol. He'll show up while I'm filling the water bowls, I'm sure. We've got another gorgeous day. It's feeling less windy currently. That would be really nice since we're going to be outside for a good part of the day. Yeah, we'll be leaving for the track in about 30 minutes. I'm going to go fix us some breakfast really quick. Don is looking at his Medicare stuff. Make sure they don't charge him for prescription drugs he's not using. Too much coverage. Well, we are on our way to NCCAR, the North Carolina Center for Automotive Research, or the out-of-spec track. Yeah. We're going to get there about 12:15. This event today is from 12 to 3. This is one, we're in Robot, obviously. This is one of the few times where we go out of the house and we have to go through town. This is an easterly, and then north, east to Rocky Mountain, then north to the track out near the Virginia line, but on kind of the other side of the center of the state than we were when we went up to the creamery. Right. One's on the left side of Henderson and one's on the right side of east side of Henderson. Today is east. I don't know what the temperature is. It's probably in the 50s now. Jules says 55, but that's probably the inside that's the inside the garage temperature. She's down to 54.
Almost got hit in the back.
Why?
The car was making a right turn. When she moved up that extra bit, that car jumped in that gap.
Right, well that's...
And right, that extra little hesitation, because that car said, oh, it's totally clear. Let me go. I mean, that car is going. See, it's moving. And so that was just really close.
Yeah, well, that's a common thing, as Don and I have both been hit from the rear, not in a Tesla, but me and my van and him in his little Toyota, where started to go forward to make the turn, but then stopped because of, for some reason, when we were driving, and then the person behind us, you know, they're looking to go and not looking that you're stopping, and they hit you. They tap you from behind.
Right, because they've assessed the same thing. It says, oh, that person's going to go, and so they've already wrote you off like you're not there anymore, and so now they're looking to see, can I go? And they say, yeah, I sure can, and they haven't looked, and you've stopped. Of course, you're not supposed to have. They don't think you've stopped it, so they run into the back of you. I mean, that is the exact scenario that I actually did that exact scenario in my life, and had a fender bender that I caused for that exact scenario. So I know people do it.
That's right. In that case, you hit the person in front of you versus the other way around. Me, I got hit in the van, and there was maybe the minutest of scratches back there, and I just told the person not to worry about it. It was a young mother, and
yeah, other than crinkling my fender, it did nothing to their vehicle. They, you know, there was no driver's light, none of that stuff. It's just, well, you idiot, you ran into my bumper. Weren't you looking? Well, I was, of course, but I was looking to the right because it was clear, and you should have been long gone, but no, you stopped to scratch your...
Don's still not quite over it.
It's only been 50 years, so I'm not quite over it.
15?
50.
50?
That was back when I was still in high school. I mean, that was that long ago.
Yeah, mine was sometime in the lifetime of the kids, because I had the van. I had the CRV when Sam was born. Well, actually, I think I had the Integra and quickly had the CRV, and then the van came when there were going to be 2 kids. So anyway, yeah, back there at that intersection, I have learned when I'm making the left turn to get in the right part of the roadway there near the stop sign, so that people can't come up beside me and do what this person tried to do.
Right.
Because you'll be in the middle of making the left turn and someone will come over the hill and the person is in such a rush to make the right turn that they block your vision. And it seems really dangerous, and I just don't allow that to happen. It's not that I want to hold people up, but my turn at the intersection is I need to be able to see at the intersection. So
yeah, well, what happens is the classic case. If you let them up beside you and you're still sitting there trying to make the left turn,
yeah,
well, they're going to keep easing forward until they can see over your hood to make their, quote, right turn. What the problem is, them easing forward now blocks your left turn view.
That's exactly true. And even in Ruby, if a pickup truck, a good sized pickup truck or work van comes up beside me, I can then not see.
That's correct. So now you're screwed until they make their right turn.
And I've had to wait several more minutes for that happening. So like I said, I pull to the right at the stop sign, and I don't allow them to do that.
Yeah, I let them do that if they want to drop their wheel off into that great big mud puddle hole with all that muddy water.
Yeah, but you can't prevent them from doing that.
I think that's perfect. If you want to do that, you fall down into that hole so deep I can see over your hood of your car, no problem.
Well, they are not going to put a stop light there, but they are going to put a stop light right in front of the Episcopalian church there and down Bowling Road to the school. That's what they've decided to do, is to put the stop light there, and they are getting ready to start tearing that all up over there. I don't even want to know. I'm just going to go through the neighborhood. There will be no getting out over there unless there's a cop directing traffic.
Right.
Because they're going to be closing one lane of 401 Main Street there in order to, well, it's very human-like, 401 Main Street there in order to, put in turn lanes and stuff.
So human-like, you would go.
She's going to go.
She's going to stop.
No, she's going to stop. Oh, it's a right turn arrow. Don't stop. The person behind you will be mad.
Well, the only reason I'd let her do that is because there was nobody at that instant zooming up on my butt.
Sure.
But there you go. If there would have been somebody on my butt, I would have put the accelerator and gone on through and not let her stop, because that person is not the only thing they're expecting you not to stop on a green arrow.
Yeah.
You're in the right turn lane, you got a green arrow, go buddy, and they're not expecting you to stop.
Well, I would say that these cars are just as guilty with free flowing right turn, like you're coming off a US 1 onto Cary Parkway, and it's a free flowing lane. When you come off, you don't have to stop, and these cars are not good at handling that. They're as bad as half the drivers out there that don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, I don't know what she's trying to do.
I don't know.
She's in standard. She's not in.
Yeah, she thought she wanted to get in the right lane, but then she didn't want to get in the right lane, but then she thought she did it. You could have noticed on camera, but she was all back and forth. Okay, before I have an hour's worth of FSD content and we haven't even got to the track, I'm going to stop recording coming through town.
Come on, don't you want to hear us fuss? It's so human. Well, I guess the positive thing I'll end on, when there's a lot of FSD cars out there or somebody else's, and they're doing the stopping and going, then you won't be rear-ended, right? Because the person's going to be heads down on their phone, and the car's going to see that the lead car stopped at that, and not, even though it's a green arrow, they don't care. The car is going to be paying attention 100% of the time. That's the advantage of computers. They don't perceive, which is not a good thing. And then the other thing is, they watch all the cameras all the time. They don't have to turn their heads, and they don't get distracted by cell phones.
Yep. All right, we had some fun back there with the navigation, but it's all sorted out now. We may stop in at the Oasis today, even though technically speaking, number one, we would be close to being able to get home without stopping because we're in Robot and not Ruby. And two, we're probably going to plug into something up at the track to give us a cushion for free, that we don't have to, there's lots of chargers up there now. There used to be a couple of places to level 2 charge, and now there's more level 2 charging. And what's wrong?
Yeah, we probably won't plug in at the track.
Do you not have your adapter?
No, unicycle. Don't have the unicycle.
Oh, that's right. There's a lot of walking up here.
Yeah, and I meant to bring it out, put it in the car, but I came out and I forgot.
Well, I backed the car out for you because I was ready to go. That might have messed up your thinking process. Because you didn't walk past it one more time.
Yeah, I'm not. No problem. I'm going to accept that I forgot, but I'm going to say if we charge, you'll just have to plug in and walk. You want to get your steps.
Right. Well, we need to do a little walking today. It's fine. It's not that far from the little parking lot down to the actual track. It's not.
Well, maybe Kyle's got a electric
or electric bike, or you know, some people will be going back and forth. We can carpool.
Probably just go to the Oasis and not worry about it.
Right. Well, I kind of want to see the 50 Tesla supercharger expansion completed up there. We saw another local Tesla driver that has a really nice older Model S. That's the green color that Zeb's Model S is. Watermelon Jelly Bean on X has visited that charger and posted some great pictures. Last time Don and I were there, they had the canopy up, but not all the solar panels stuff. It wasn't quite complete yet, so it would be nice to see it.
Yeah.
I want to say it's the largest one on I-95.
I think it is.
On the East Coast, but they keep on adding and expanding, and so I don't want to misspeak. I should check in with Watermelon Jelly Bean because he's visited pretty much every supercharger in, you know, a 4 or 5 state area and is well versed in what's where. You know, good enough to, like, I take a picture at the supercharger and knows which one we're at and knows if it's version 2 or version 3 at a glance, and, you know, cool stuff like that. But yeah, matter of fact, he posted the other day, I want to say we were either up to 81 or 88 superchargers in the state now. Locations. I'm glad, location, not pedestals, locations. Yeah, basically, if you live in North Carolina, I'm not going to say there's no dead zones, but, well, if you have a Tesla with a 300-mile range, there's really no dead zones. I'd still like to see a charger in Albemarle and in the upper eastern part of the state, you know, south of the Virginia border, east of where we're going today a little bit. There's probably could use another charger in that location. Like, you know, Scotland Neck, where the bird park is. If they had put a charger there, that'd be great.
Well, I think that the charger either in Fuquay, maybe Holly Springs, but honestly, a charger in Fuquay. We've got enough people in southern Wake County that have Teslas.
Yeah.
That, I mean, as I've said, we didn't even get out of town today, and I'd already seen a Cybertruck.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice thing to see. Yeah, I saw 2 with wraps yesterday. One was a new one that I hadn't seen before. Well, that's the second Juniper we've seen.
Easily.
At least we saw a pretty red one that passed us too.
Yeah. I don't even necessarily count non-Junipers now. I mean, the Teslas, we see all the other Teslas. Yeah, that's got to be at least the 3rd or 4th Juniper on this drive, because I've seen a couple Junipers. I pointed to one of them out, but the other one I probably didn't say anything. But the point is, folks, well, that's what didn't they say? Tesla's going to be leasing used cars, and the reason they're leasing used cars is a lot of Tesla owners are trading in their older 3s and Ys onto the newer 3s and Ys, and to get the hardware for or whatever it is. And when they do that, those are really good used cars.
Yeah. I think it'll help some people get into a Tesla that want it to be able to lease a used vehicle now, which is a new thing for Tesla here in the last week to 2 weeks was announced. Well, I'm just glad the car's handling all these lanes of traffic here and not me. Remember, I was not very happy camper in the morning when I was taking Johnny downtown to school with having to deal with lane switching and stuff over here.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it when it was back there. She did it so smooth and so whatever it was, I was totally comfortable. I was oblivious to what she was doing.
Yeah, well, there's really has gotten to the point with even Charlotte traffic, which is, you know, seriously borderline moving up on, you know, DC Beltline level now traffic. of, you know, the car's ability to get through that. I think for a lot of high anxiety drivers, with the assistance of the car now, it could be a real help. I mean, don't go try to do that for your very first FSD experience, but get used to FSD, and then, you know, certainly it can be a big help even in rush hour, very busy rush hour traffic. Well, we've already hit the dash cam button 3 times today, and whether or not I pull it, include it, I don't know. But this last one was Dawn taking control to avoid a huge cement block or rock that was that we were going to hit. It was a half a cement block. It was, we're talking 3 inches, 3.5 inches by 9 inches square. I mean, it was not little, and it had been hit before. And the guy behind us hit it, even though Dawn was able to avoid it. Right. Well, the only reason I was able to avoid it is because we were going so slow. The pickup truck in front of us, it's a bigger, wider vehicle. He just scooched over microscopically, missed it. But FSD was lane centering, and it was right in the lane where your tire goes. Not the center of the lane, but the, you know, like this bottle thing. It was right in the drive where the wheels were going to go. I'm 90% sure, maybe more, that it was going, there's no way the car was going to miss it, because I had to take control that instant, and I barely missed it. Yeah. I bought the Lego Holiday Express Train kit 10361, 956 pieces with me today. You know, obviously, this is a good kit for a family because you can build the 4 individual tracks, train cars, or the engine and the caboose and the 2 cars, all at the same time if everybody's got the instructions up on their tablet. It does come with train track. It does not come with the powered up motors. Here, let me turn it around. It doesn't come with 88009 or 88011 or the remote 88010. Now, technically, you don't need the remote because I think you can run some of this stuff from the app on your phone. But some of these parts are out of stock to make it motorized. Now, look, there are third-party stuff out there that runs as good as the Lego stuff. I'm sorry, Lego. That you can get to make it go. So I wouldn't get bent out of shape, upset, distressed, or whatever about it. And yeah, you can see it makes the round track, which is basically what I've got at the bottom of my Christmas tree, so that you can run it. But anyway, I have spare powered up stuff, and you can probably find it on BrickLink if you know how to search on the part number. It's not complicated. Anyway, I'm going to work on it, and I'm probably not going to do the part that has any of the motor stuff in it, so I can do that at home where I have the motor stuff. I figured since this thing was so compartmentalized by train part that I could just work on it in the car, just one train vehicle at a time. Today's just one of those days where we have at least 4 deliveries being made to the house, and one of them is Butcher Box with frozen meat, and one of them is my trees from Mr. Maple. And the FedEx driver, his first name is apparently Jonathan, parked in the cul-de-sac, walked past the new camera out there, and apparently left my box most likely on the stairs that come down, not the bridge, but the stairs that come down into the front yard, thinking that that was an acceptable place. And I know this because he only shows up on the one camera and not anymore, and these drivers have done this before. I told Dawn, that's it. I'm 3D printing a sign for the stairs that says deliveries are expected to be made to the house. Not that it'll do me any good, and I probably will call and complain to let them know, because, you know, if you're a delivery driver, you need to make the deliveries. If you can't handle the deliveries, then don't be a delivery driver. That's just, anyway, it's probably up there in the shade, and it's okay, but I'm not as unhappy as if it got left at the mailbox, but I'm not happy. And I would have tried, well, he never came up. I never got the message that he was up on the driveway, because if I'd have seen it, I would have tried to have talked to him and told him to make sure he put it in the shade. So I will be looking at, oh, and God, Butcher Box use laser ship again. Please don't use laser ship, because the only delivery thing that could possibly be worse than, you know, USPS, UPS, or FedEx is laser ship. You know, because they came after midnight twice, 2 different times. Once with Butcher Box, which thank God, I guess they delivered the frozen food, and once with a Lego thing. And it's not acceptable to come to my house down our driveway after midnight. Yeah, well, the one people, they obviously were having them a pretty good time while they were driving packages around too. So I mean, there is the other alternative to FedEx and UPS, but God, I miss our driver Brandon. Can we please have Brandon back, please, please? So Don's gotten nagged with the little blue flash quite a few times today, even though he's wide awake and looking forward. It's kind of a surprise. We're like 15 minutes away. I finished well, I would call it the caboose, but it's got dining in it. So anyway, I finished the last car on the train. I did bag 6. The bow is really interesting. I really like the bow. Well, I decided that we needed a coffee exchange, so we've pulled off here at the supercharger, the Oasis, the mobile station. There are now 50 chargers here. Like I said, I believe this to be the biggest charger on I-95. There's a Cybertruck charging.
Two Cybertrucks.
2 Cybertrucks. Wait. Oh yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, well, I was looking at them, but didn't realize she wasn't going to make the turn into the supercharger.
Or she was going to go to the next entrance, which wasn't as convenient.
Right.
Yeah.
I think of that.
Tesla Energy. One of them is Tesla maintenance crew. The Cybertruck. So that's a Lucid.
I have no idea.
Now that it has, I don't know what it is. I think maybe. But anyway, it has Model S handles, but it's no Model S. We won't be here long. Coffee exchange, and just wanted to see the charger in case we don't stop on the way out.
Well, we probably won't.
Yep. It's a pretty nice view. So, those are the original chargers, and then they came in, they expanded one time, and they put some in that direction, and then they came in and they added this. And the last time we were here, like I said, it was under construction, but it's now finished. And this is a nice stop. It's got a Dunkin' Donuts, clean restrooms, and souvenirs if you're passing through North Carolina, but it's not, you know, not your destination. Yeah, it's another 10 miles past the Oasis to the track. We're so used to getting off and going to the solar farm, which isn't exactly right there either, but is sort of in that direction, whereas the track is up here and there. Yeah. David says there's a good crowd. I'm not surprised. Hopefully we didn't miss the only time they're going to fly it today. If we did, we did.
Well, they would have to get going instantly at noon.
Yeah,
and they normally mill around. They don't ever do that fast.
And that's why I told David our ETA, in case anybody was asking. I don't expect them to wait on me, but if they didn't, you know, only go up once and before I get there, that would be, you know, appreciated if they were going to do that after I got there. We were either going to stop and have to go straight to the bathroom, or stop back there at the supercharger, pick up the charge we need to get home, which was just a quick charge and go, and use the restroom there. So, you know, and I wanted to film the supercharger anyway, so it's all good. Well, we won't be crossing into Virginia, but it's 8 miles ahead of us. Right. So we are really right up here on the VA border.
Yeah.
But Robot can already say it's been in Virginia, so we don't have to scratch that off the list today.
That's right.
So David said sign a waiver at the front gate, which I figured that's standard for events, and come to the main building, not the track. They're going to start with the presentation at 12:30, so we should just get there for the start of the presentation. I guess everybody's been milling about and catching up, which there'll be time for that afterwards too. Yeah, and technically the track is in Garysburg. It's the name of the little town. Yeah, so you get off at 95, go to the right, make the next left, come past some sort of a distribution center and solar farm area, and then not too far past there is the front gate to the track. There's cotton in the field over there. It's cotton picking time, so I'm surprised it's still out there. Right, yeah. It's been a long time since we've been here, and that's because Kyle moved to Colorado. And hopefully now that Kyle's moved back from Colorado, we'll be here once or twice a year would be nice for some event or another.
Yeah, now those panels do tilt.
Yeah, and one of them's got a broken motor and is pointing in the wrong direction, but all the rest of them seem to be doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they don't track, but they tilt. They change their angle.
Yeah, this is not quote unquote the solar farm, which is at the Center for Energy Education up in, like I said, it's a little west of here at Roanoke Rapids, but yeah, somehow I forgot the sharp turn. That part I forgot. I did remember the distribution center though. We are in Northampton County. As a quick refresher, North Carolina has 100 counties. And they're not tiny little counties either. They're pretty darn big. It'd be really nice if they came to the car window with the waiver and didn't make us park, get out, go in, sign the waiver, and get back in the car.
Alright, well, we're here. So I'm stopping.
That's a Cybertruck. Way cool. Yep, he's starting at the building and outside of the building. Wow, who knew Ego made that?
56 volt, baby. To get me one of those.
There's a lot of Teslas.
Millennial anti-theft device.
Oh, yeah, right.
A stick
I
shift.
drive a stick shift because I know nobody can steal my car. I leave the keys right in the ignition. Anyway, this is a 2-gear car, okay? Essentially, you have first gear, which is hover mode. I pitch backwards, I take off straight into the air, that's first gear.
Sure.
A month? I think a month. I think we're down to a month now.
Yeah, well, I think Honeywell's got
Don is just so upset he didn't bring his unicycle. Very disappointed. Right?
Yeah.
Guess he didn't have that in Florida, right? Because, oh no, he drove down there. I don't remember.
Yeah, generators.
All right, we're all supposed to not take our vehicles, but walk down to the track, and there's a few vehicles shuttling people, but you know.
They have absolutely.
So half the world recorded everything Heather said, so I didn't. Because you don't need it from me too. This is Kendall's original silver Tesla. Oh, somebody knows the shortcut.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Don is feeling so left out. I'm so sorry, Donnie. You're feeling so left out. Yeah, where's your go-kart?
Didn't even think about it.
There used to be like 1 or 2 level 2 chargers over here, but now the whole parking lot's got them, and they do a lot of events up here on the weekend, and people basically use it as a camp spot, campsite area.
All right there by the building. Then they put the ones on the back.
Yep.
Back lot. I never used any of those.
Yeah, me either.
And now they've got all that canopy and stuff.
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're getting our exercise.
I'm just in a good mood. Yeah, we're getting our exercise. Well, we can count it that week. Did you start your watch, Donnie?
I am doing it right.
Yeah, I think I better go start my watch. We have our watch going to get our steps in today. But I want you to know that all of the times I've been here, I have never walked between the building and the track. We've got some track side charging that's new. And there was a control building here, but I don't think it was this one. I think it's been updated. And I know they did a little bit of work on the inside of the track, the infield area, a little rerouting up here on this end, but even that's been a while at this point. Mostly prior to Kyle coming back, they were doing motorcycle events on the weekend. Well, some of us got picked up by Kyle on the BMW electric. Scott. Up front was Scott.
Up front was Scott.
Well, I got to be on the motorcycle, so I was very excited.
Motorcycle mama.
So I'm sure you watched Kyle's video and saw the Cybertruck here for the SOAR tour that they use. And here's, you know, she was talking in the talk about the generators that they use to recharge the plane, and that she liked these Anchor Solix. And that's what this is. So I don't think she ever exactly came out and said it, but I think you have to charge each battery separate, but maybe she has some cabling system that allows the juice to go in one cable and get distributed. That wasn't 100% clear, but anyway, there's her chase vehicle, her charging situation for the plane, and the wind is nuts. Good pictures, Donnie. So we ended up with a really nice crowd. For manageability, it's a good size.
Yeah, they come up to me. I have ravens in my local.
And if you've never seen the videos of when Ruby was out on the track with me and Don, or I was in the car with Kyle while he was drifting, or any of those other super fun things that happened out here. And yes, there's a drone over my head. The super fun things that we did out here, you should go back into our channel and type NC car and watch a couple of those videos. It's probably some of the best content on the channel. One time Kyle was drifting and I had a little, God, I forget what that camera was called, but I had a camera mounted to the steering wheel that was watching Kyle as he drifted us along the track, and it was just, it was cool. It was more fun in the car than watching on video, but watching on video is also pretty cool. And they are going to take it up. I don't believe the wind is too severe, but we'll see.
Of the aircraft, you're welcome to be, 5 feet away. Once I get to the portion that I close the canopy, you need to get behind those quad chargers, but in front of the truck. That makes sense?
Yeah.
I'm going to take off, give you a standard air show demo where I spiral, do all these fancy looking stuff. Then I'm going to line up going down the track, and I'm going to do one lap for Kyle.
Great. We'll time it.
From takeoff to landing will be about 8 minutes. Yeah. So, I'm in radio contact with Heather and Kyle. Box is going to have a drone up. I'm in contact with their visual observer, and this will be fun. After I land, we're going to put it on the charger, then anyone who wants to can get inside the airplane. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Are there any questions? Okay, I need people. What's that?
Does this amount of wind cause you much trouble?
No, I'm not allowed to take off if it's over 18 knots. And what I'm getting right here is 4.8 knots. Yeah. Up above the trees, it's more wind, but I'm not landing up there. Yeah.
They said during the presentation that wind up high doesn't matter so much, just the wind down on the ground at takeoff is important.
So you're going to be.
I'm walking, thank you. A little bit further back,
It has the little shark mouth on the side of the, I don't remember what they're called. So he's going to go up, do some stunts, and then do a track drive, flyby. Said he'd be up in the air about 8 minutes. All the meetups.
Get the stopwatch tile? Where's this tile?
He's still driving the track and he's in the curve over there. You know, it's not just a oval.
That's that turn cost me 5 grand right over there. I spent $5,000.
All right, everybody go back a few steps. Just take a few steps back. There we go. He's coming in for a landing.
hook it up to charge it, and they're going to let people sit in it. I'll definitely get a picture of Don sitting in it. Hey, you're allowed to get in now.
Both feet on the seat. Oh, I can put both feet on the seat. Oh, okay.
Well, you made that look easy.
That's required. I have to stand on the seat.
I got to see the legs.
Oh, it's actually got
Plenty of leg room.
Plenty of
Everything's
leg-
hollow.
Oh, yeah. All
yeah,
right.
it's good. This is his helmet that normally wouldn't be there, it'd be on my head.
Sure. Okay, let me
Move
get
that
you.
out.
Those flexibility workouts at the gym are paying off, Donnie. I'm gonna bypass. The last time I got in a Tesla Roadster, that was all the pretzel, and I was.
so hard to get into.
Yeah, you can't get in a Tesla Roadster. Well, at least if you're gonna get in one, make sure the owner takes the roof panels off. That way your head's got room to be out of the car.
I had that one
Yeah, that last
opportunity.
little-
Absolutely. That's a lot more wheel than his little wheel. They yeah, well, he has a big wheel and a little wheel. I don't remember. He could tell you the specifics. I did know at one time, but
Yeah, that's 136 volts.
okay. Go, Donnie, go!
I tell you, I can feel the weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's bigger ones than that. It's crazy.
Well, the way I understood it is the little one is good for longer distances, and which one is it? One of them is good for bumps and short hauls, and one is good for cruising and like longer distances. Which one is which? The bigger
one
wheel?
is better for long distances.
Okay.
And cruising. That's really good. 'Cause bigger wheels are more stable when you go fast. So
Okay.
that's really useful.
Okay.
The smaller wheels are a lot more maneuverable. They don't go as fast, but they're good for like urban stuff.
Okay.
Because you can go on sidewalks, and so that's very good for that kind of stuff.
Well, you should see our driveway, and Don does the wheel out to the mailbox and back as the main use of the wheel. Whoa!
I'm so sorry. It's just, it's really heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm used to being able to control it completely with my foot on the,
Yeah.
first of all, I can totally understand why mine doesn't have the bumps on the,
Yeah.
so mine's kind of has like sandpaper on it.
Yeah.
And I'm used to controlling it, but this thing, you don't control it. If you get it a little far this way, that way,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna hold. But that's a trip. That sucker's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it goes up to 40, Donnie.
I know. I could kill myself at 15 just as easy.
Yeah.
Well, you come visit us at our house and do the driveway with the curve down the hill and the wet cement and the moss and the leaves
I
and
was gonna say the leaves.
all. I was gonna say I'll blow it for you first, and then
I was a little surprised that the height of the pedals off the ground
Yeah.
didn't cause me. That didn't seem to bother me much, because mine are. It's like the axle, and then the pedals are like below the axle line,
Yeah.
so it has a little bit of more stability that way.
Mhm.
This one, the higher it is, man, you can get over really quick.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's for young guys like him. All guys like me need to move slow, like molasses.
you like that cruising. Cruising.
But that's what I like about.
But
my
you should ask
M3.
Kyle if you could try the Twizy,
great.
Donnie.
Oh, you gotta drive the Twizy.
You should ask Kyle. Bay's on the other side, and the pivotal's up in the air again. And WRAL is supposed to be here to interview, and I got to see Ellie and meet Kona, so my day is made now. Whoops, a little lower. There we go. And I was hoping to get Don in the Twizy before we left. He needs to try the Twizy.
I didn't know they were that loud.
Yeah, that Corvette was. All right. You get to drive the Twizy.
Drive the Twizy.
I have no idea how you drive the Twizy, but yeah, David's driven it before.
First of all, let's let the seat back. Then let's get into Twizy.
Well, I was confident that you could handle that. You're very flexible.
Okay. So 0 miles per hour, neutral, and service soon.
Let's see if we can get it. actually. That's
I can ride up with you.
okay. There you go.
I think Cam's not going to have a spark.
That now you
Drive.
drive.
I
see the D.
Keep them manually? Okay.
love that car. I had that for, I had a lease for 3 years.
Nice.
It was such a great.
Sorry, I have a loud water bottle in my hand. I got rid of it.
Is it not going? There you go. Yeah.
Will it turn on a dime?
Well, it probably would have if I had started it.
It's got reverse gear.
I think it's okay to go around the building. Why don't you just go around the building? No? Yeah, you go wherever you want to go. Don't listen to the wife. It's very quiet. Extremely quiet.
It's the most fun car ever.
Yeah, is it? Why is it? Why in particular is it fun?
Because it's so small but so fast. It goes.
Okay, so it's got that torque.
It's
because
just got that fun factor too.
Okay. I need automatic doors. The whole, grab a hold of the door and pull it down part. I need automatic doors. It's Kyle and Don. Bye! Oh, Kyle's on some sort of electric scooter. We have a video from a few years ago where they were racing on e-bikes. They each had like an electric bicycle and they raced out of the parking lot over here. See if I can dig it up.
I think Don wants one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, for the one I got here, this car, I got it on
Fun?
Yeah, it is. It's like a little go-kart. It's not quite as zippy
Yeah.
as I would have thought. I mean, it's plenty zippy, but it isn't like that go-kart as in, choo type zippy.
Nice.
It's nice though. There she is. There's my little Twizy driver. No hand. Put your hands on the wheel. It is fun.
I'm in the Twizy. Yeah, pretty massive regen. Not the most cush power steering. It's really neat. Well, home is 12%, and the big slow up we saw doesn't appear to be too much of a slow up, so we guess we'll sign up for that.
Right.
Yeah, we had a really great day at the track. There's never been a bad day at the track. Lots of really good memories there, including Johnny driving Ruby around the track one time when he was young. It was great. So our ETA home is 5:45 p.m. Like I said, it was 12%. It now says 14. We'll see. There was a little bit of a slow up back there on I-95, but it really wasn't enough that we would have gone out of our way to try to get around it or anything. I'm probably going to debag one of the Lego set, which is the benches and people and stuff that's not actually part of the train. And let's see what else. I don't know. I guess that's about it. We're listening to our book. I did get a chance to talk about, space weather news with a couple of people at the event. I guess scientifically minded people are aware of these things, so I don't know. It was kind of cool. It was a good day. I can't say enough good things about it, really. Big thanks to Kyle for including us. Big thanks to Kyle for moving back to North Carolina. It will vastly improve mine and Dawn's social life. Well, because of growing rush hour traffic, and most of it's here coming into Fuquay, our arrival time, we've lost 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we've also gained up to 20% arrival because of slower speeds, and
Yeah.
we weren't really pushing it out there. Oh, I mean, FSD's driven the whole way pretty much. I don't know, have you,
Yeah, they had that one thing was in the road on the way back.
right, we had something in the road on the way and on the way back. Sorry for the sneeze there. But FSD's been driving the whole way. Rush hour traffic and all.
Yeah.
You pretty happy with it?
Yeah. Well, the debris in the road on the way back probably she would have straddled it, but I didn't know exactly what was going to happen at that last second, so I just went on to control.
Sure.